I have a giant group thing. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. End is never, the end is never, the end is loading. You still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just listening to Three Dog Babble.
Oh, fun.
Wow.
What?
How am I still alive from that?
I don't know.
I just got my ass blown up by a fucking bus.
What
the
are you
bus
playing?
decided to go Fallout.
Oh. I need to get Terry a birthday gift. I forgot her birthday was today. Well, I said happy birthday, but I need to fix my mouse, keyboard, mouse sensitivity. Turn that bitch up. There we go. That might be a little
All of
too.
his co-workers were gone.
That might be a little too high.
Man, it hurts.
There we go.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I hate Mondays.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
I think
Feeling
this
a
weapon's
wave
broken.
of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside of you, take it out passive-aggressively on other coworkers, resent coworkers for not supporting you. Use slides to assure employees that everything's okay. Okay. Everyone is unique, you most of all. Number of slides on the slide, slides, charts and slides. Rate as which charts on the same slide depict the same information. The fuck? Rate of increase in graphs per slide. Please no more charts, please, I'm begging. The boss appreciates minute on your boss appreciation minutes worksheet, blah blah blah. Alright, no more of that. That's boring.
What, the Stanley Parable?
No, I was just watching
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
just watching the slideshow on the Stanley Parable thing. What's this? Executive bathroom.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Makes me think of Portal. Loading, 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 do 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 do, loading, loading, do 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 do.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley
Stone-
realized he
the
felt a
storm
bit
grew-
peculiar.
the storm
It
grew to
was a
44.
stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free
Yeah, I'm
to
using a
think
mod
for
that
himself,
that put in
to
all like
question the
1940
nature of
weapons,
his
like
job.
like the German,
Why
like
did
you
he
know,
feel this now, when for years it
the
had
machine
never
gun pistol
occurred
40
to
and
him?
like all that, like all
This
those weapons.
question would not go unanswered.
I don't know
for long.
why, but it's just I'm just like fun. So
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
some of these weapons are kind of borking. Did I just really just say borkin?
The lights rose on
I
an
think so.
enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible
damn
secret
it,
did this
Warren.
place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
This is an automated distress message from Vault-Tec.
Now the monitors
Vault
jumped to life, their
101.
true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it?
Party, party,
Was it
party.
even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all. Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Spooky.
Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him
Damn,
where to
girl.
go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
don't remember my first
It
time playing
was
this game.
perhaps the
The first thing I did was, ooh, look, I have a bunch of
stepped
drugs in my
through
inventory.
the open
Take them
door.
all. You are now addicted to everything. Oh, fuck.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Beat the game. Achievement unlocked. Woo! That was fast.
Stanley Parable.
I know.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, I did everything he wanted that round. So I'm gonna do everything he
When
doesn't
Stanley
want
came
me.
to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've
jump off
forgotten
this.
about. Please, stop trying to
What?
make every... But in his
Oh.
eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Yeah, I killed myself. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I just wanted to see what happened.
When Stanley came to a set of 2
no.
open... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Let's go with Lawbringer.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need...
Pyromania.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha! Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley.
Dipshit.
I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
What did I do? What did I do? I didn't do anything.
Not you. The game.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk and realized that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
The recording?
Yep.
And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself.
Stuck
He
in a
won't listen to me.
room.
He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you
You
to
did say
push
you
a
were
button,
recording?
do
I am.
not do it.
Suck my dick.
Don't have one.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button.
I don't want to die. The fuck?
Bitch, 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 bitch.
Stop.
Yeah.
Oh, I died. Okay. That's nice. Okay.